Oh, howdy. Coach. All right. So, I got a few things for you. I'm wearing shades today because it's been a while since we made a video. I'm taking it all the way back, probably like 5 days to where your boy Kalinsky just fucking dominated on live TV. These motherfuckers really tried him. What'd he say? He said, such a cuck, bro. Such a fucking cuck. Yes, bro. Alright. We're going on to make today the day that I start focusing more on YouTube. It takes like 10 hours to post a fucking video to YouTube. It's really easy to post on my TikTok, as you all might know. I got a little checklist here I'm gonna go through with y'all, just cause I got a lot of content on my TikTok, but that shit is dying. TikTok's dying. All right. So I'm gonna go a little bit through what I'm doing and why, my plan, maybe in what I want involved, or what I want others to get involved in, I suppose. Yeah, just trying to start glazing myself, to be honest. And I got a good tangent into that. Probably a good 4 days ago, I think, maybe. I think it was Friday. The real Ian Carroll said I was a fucking legend. Y'all, I'm letting that go straight to my head, okay? I need that shit. I am solo out here. Well, besides my wife, my beautiful wife, my mother, everybody else who has supported me. God bless y'all, honestly. But other than that, you boys out here doing the damn thing. Alright, so what am I doing and why? I'm trying to be your president. Yep. Your boy Bernie pushed the bar. Got everybody woke on the fucking democratic socialist. Cool. What about socialism? So, ideally, in a perfect world, 2027, I'm gonna roll up and be like, hey, what do y'all think about me running for y'all party? And if Zoran and Bernie and all them say, no, you're too radical, man. Be calm, cool down. I'm gonna be like, whoa. Love y'all, respect y'all, but I'm gonna run for something else, okay? Because we ain't got time for all this nice shit, right? I made my way from being a liberal to a fucking hard left motherfucker, bro. I made that transition. It was not fun for me. I realized that I lived in a pretty little fucking world where I thought everything would be right if people would just love each other. Well, guess what? There's bad people out there. And if there wasn't enough proof within the pudding of the last fucking, 20, 30 years, y'all need to read some more. Okay? So, you're probably thinking, Adam, you're going to be like 31. There's no way in fuck you're going to be the president, right? Wrong. Wrong. Money votes. Our Constitution says they, them, the person with the most votes wins. Period. Okay? Hey, Mr. Whiskers. So, I got like 8 or 9 states that I could campaign in. Why? Because they don't have registration for your write-ins, right? So if I can get in that motherfucker, right, and get all y'all motherfuckers to vote for me, and if I can get into the primaries, we're cooking with gas, baby. Cause I'm a dude. I was not born into politics. I wasn't born into money. I don't know nearly as much as I should. I'm a level with y'all. I've been grinding since halfway through 25, to be honest. I'm trying to learn. It's a steep process. The whole thing that's going to save my ass, though, is that all of y'all can help me. What the fuck do you think socialism's about? It's a collective. You ever see them movies, like them doomsday movies, right? All hell breaks loose and everybody's looking around the room and they start asking for occupations and stuff. We start respecting motherfuckers' occupations because they know more about something that you don't, and that's okay. That's what I'm going for, right? I have a little gift given to me by my God, right? And that's to bring people together, right? I love people. Love them. I love it. So, the involvement, right? Midterms. Y'all, focus up, lock in. What am I talking about? Well, this note right here. So we got a couple good old boys running around the country trying to be up into the government, trying to pierce the fucking veil, right? I know some of y'all want to take to the fucking streets and be all fucking violent and shit. I get that. This is y'all's only option in your mind. This is so fucked. You have nothing else to do but to stand outside and be with the people that are struggling right now, and I appreciate that. I do. But I also know that none of these guys out here on the streets talking about the frozen water sect, right? Those are more Americans. I'm not trying to fuck with them. They might be evil, they might be dumb as fuck, they might be out here trying to snatch my fucking civilians, but you make me president, we gonna do something about them, okay? Okay. In the meantime, I gotta attack things differently, okay? So, if you're looking for me to talk about that, I might from time to time, especially in the coming year and this, but this is more me showing y'all the steps that I'm taking or that you could take. Crazy, right? You could do this instead of me, who is obviously underqualified for being the president, right? Even though we got a dookie diaper ass motherfucker in there right now sending fucking worldwide letter tweets to our UN. Like we're just supposed to accept that this dude's mad, right? Crazy. Anyway, earlier this last week, we got Anna giving that Facebook pick me bitch just a run for her money. I'm telling you, that's like the worst thing to ever happen to anybody's public speaking, bro. Just freezing up. What the? Next question, bitch. She was flat on her face. All right. Next, that I can think of top of my head right off the rip. Stop and trade with America. Everybody. Okay. Now we got problems. And this motherfucker is talking about, oh, I mean, it's a good thing. If he wants to talk about trade with China, it's good, man. You fucking dumb as fuck, bro. At this point, I'm starting to think, like, we doing this on purpose. Anyway. Next thing, right off the rip, what was it? Um, oh yeah, we got right wing supporters that are too pussy to actually sign up for ICE. Instead, they're driving to these protests and hitting people with cars. You're a bitch. You doing that shit? You're a bitch. Okay? Sorry. Nah. That's crazy, bro. Anyway. So, like I was saying about protesting, feel free. I'm not going to stop you. But there are some things to consider. Like what happened when we protested for Vietnam. Y'all want to get upset about people dying out here, brother. I said it in my TikToks, I'm going to say it again. 30.6 million and counting. Still counting. That's how many people have died in pursuance of this Constitution. That's why we call it in pursuance of. You see it all throughout the Constitution. This is an ongoing fight, and it will continue to keep going until we get it right. Okay, that's why the Constitution is an unfinished document. You know how long those brothers sat down and worded every. If let me just quick tangent. If we would take the care, the effort into picking our words and articulate like our forefathers did right now, I feel like this would be a little bit different. That's why on my TikTok I always be talking about, let's talk about it. Because I tell you what, devil himself coming to my courtroom. I'm going to judge him. Dead ass. Alright? So, I'm going to be going. It's a little weird right now. Just because we're still in the rental, me and my wife. We're about to close on the house. I just quit my UPS job. I've been out for probably about a month now. I'm trying to get back on the horse, get some income back in the house, so we don't get fucked by this new world we live in. This new, very expensive world. While also just hodgepodging together a campaign. Which, by the way, campaigning is so easy. So easy. Getting the money, not. See, I walked down to Missouri to $23,000. Guess how much I got now? No. So, I got some work to do. My family got some work to do. I got a name change to finish, like I said, closing on the house. I got a tooth that's been eating its way into my face for a good 2 years. Like I said, like lots of stuff. But I've taken some advice from Mr. Carroll. I have been working with Anthropic, as well as their AI Claude. I haven't started on coding yet. I'm gonna wait until my life shit gets ironed out. So yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, like I said about the couple of dudes out here trying to pierce the veil, right? Myself included. I'm just trying to be a write-in candidate for the president. But we got Graham Plattner from Maine. Dude's a legend, right? I think he was like an oyster farmer or something shit like that. I made cheese. I can resonate with this guy. We don't belong here. And as far as I can tell, we both don't want this shit, but we feel the need to be a part of this because where the hell is everybody with common sense up there? They're running around. I don't need. I need to see eyes, right? And I feel like that's what Mr. Plattner is trying to do as well. So shouts out to him. If you're in Maine, give this guy some money, okay? He's just a dude. He's got a family. He's trying to take his family out of the states to get health care. What do they call that? Health, or is it health touring or some shit? I don't know. It's an American thing. Brashad Hosley, Colorado. Yo, I've been keeping in contact with him as much as I can on my TikTok. Dude's a legend. Um, Also, stand up, dude. Give him some money. You in Colorado? Get him up there. Don't let him. Don't let him get run out by these motherfuckers that just. I'm literally checking as soon as the turn of the year. I'm on here. I'm like 2026. How much money these motherfuckers got? These motherfuckers got damn near 30K already in donations. It was like week one. My boy Brashad sitting here at $5,000. Just broke the limit, right? Just barely over the fucking minimum the FEC COS. That brings me to the next thing, right? I said money and votes earlier from me, right? If you watch my TikTok, you would see that I'm in a bit of a sticky situation when it comes to the money, right? At one point, I was sitting there like, oh, all I got to do is get the FEC to recognize me, right? Right? Wrong. So, the sticky situation is I don't know if it's good to have them see me early in the wrong way, right? So let's say, for example, I drop what's left of what I got on my campaign right now, and I just spend, I don't know, 10K. Excuse me. I spent $10,000. I write up my declaration of intent. I send that to the FEC, and I wait, right? They tell me, this is my worst case scenario. They say, respectfully, no. Respectfully, no. Right? I go, well, why not? And then they give me XYZ, right? And then I'm stuck with a decision, right? I keep doing what I'm doing at the risk of being sued by what, the government or some shit for God knows what, honestly. So, best case scenario, I cruise my way, surfing the web, expanding, right? Talking to y'all, conversating, figuring out what we want, what we need to clean this motherfucker up, right? Which most of us have a pretty good idea what we want, what we need, right? We just need to standardize the ideals, Okay? Digestible, I should say. Make it digestible. We can't just keep screaming and hooting and hollering. And I need you, the people, to tell me what you want so I can get it. Finn. Right? So we're going to be working on trying to stay as positive as possible up until this point, right? Because I ain't going to lie to y'all, I've been fucking furious with the goings on and the helplessness that I feel watching my country just eat itself, right? Just, and then we're all standing down here like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Well, I'll tell you. Yeah. So, the whole reason that I wanted to double check and make sure that this is something I wanted to start slowly, right? Because there's powers at work, people. I gotta think about the safety of my family as well. Okay? Me, myself, I'm a goddamn fucking American, right? I ain't. For my country, I will do fucking anything. Anything. But I love my family, right? So I gotta make sure we get my foundation strong, right? I ain't gonna be jumping as much as I look. I might have fucked up one time. I went as soon as this Minneapolis shit started. Boy, I took off. I took off. I gone. 8.5 hour drive. Now, that was a bit of a I don't want to say wasted journey because I got to see what a little bit was going on over there, and I didn't get to meet with status quo or anything like that, but that drive and seeing the city and talking to some of the local cats was a big eye opener, right? For a lot of us. I see people on status quo right now talking about who was that? There was a white dude out there. What did he say? What did he say? Oh man, he's like, this shit's crazy, man. I don't usually do this type of thing. My brother comes here, but this is too much. Some shit like that. I was just like, I love white dudes. You know, it's waking a lot of people up. That's why I said, go ahead and protest, but be safe. Honestly, I said this last week on my TikTok, I believe, but don't underestimate them. It's got us for the last 20 years. This motherfucker has caught us with our pants down because we thought this motherfucker wasn't evil enough. He is. So remind yourself who the fuck is pressing those buttons. And who the fuck gives a fuck about any of the lives down here. Up there. I can tell you. And if you don't think they will make a Freedom City plot available, then you got another thing coming. And enough of this shit pops off. Well, I can tell you that my campaign's fucked. Because I'm not sitting around going to a 9 to 5 while we're under. No. So, hopefully, We can survive 26. Hopefully. But I'm going on almost 30 minutes here, talking to my damn self in my upstairs office area. So, love y'all. Stay safe. If you wanted to see a little bit more about the work I put in, that's some of my earlier videos on TikTok. Feel free. Adam D. Peterson at TikTok. When it comes down to what y'all can do, if you're sitting on the fence, if you're working your 9 to 5 and you're wondering, you're seeing all this shit out here and you don't know what to do, stay out the way. Okay? Because if you are blind to the fact that your country is changing right now in front of your very eyes, because we're so scared about what the... It's okay. Relax. Stay out the way. For real. Wait till voting time. Or just spread awareness at the least. If you really, really, really want to do something but don't know how, just share everything. Everything you see, share it. You ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta put your opinion out there. You ain't gotta put your family at risk. You ain't gotta go out in the streets. Everyone has a thing that they can do to make a difference. It doesn't have to be any one thing, right? We've been trying to make a difference in this country since it started. Okay? Remind yourself that it took what? What was it? Less than a decade? Less than half a decade for the Bill of Rights to come out? Whoa, hold on. What about the people? We said, what about the people? Whoa! And then they're like, oh shit, how did we not write that down? I'm telling you, people, it's been ever since. There's motherfuckers trying to break the rules, and there's motherfuckers trying to make the rules. I'm happen to do both, to be honest with you. Because if you don't think we need a little bit of revisionism, you might be part of the problem. Like I was. 3 times out of the 4 that I could vote for this country, I didn't. Why? Because I thought it was, what the fuck's the point? I was one of those fucking guys. What's the point? It's probably fake. You know, fuck, it's all rigged. It's all fucking bullshit. I fell into the propaganda. Don't do that. So, I don't know. Try to keep hope alive. I know it seems like liberty's dead right now, but right now, she's getting attacked in the fucking alleyway, and you're walking past. Are you gonna pull out your fucking phone and call the cops? Or are you gonna fucking get in that fucking dark alleyway and do something about it? I know what I'm doing. So, do what you can for your neighbor. Do what you can for your loved ones. I'm doing what I can with the limited resources that I got. That's why I started this YouTube. I'm trying to get some money. I'm trying to spread awareness. I'm trying to run for president. Even though the job looks like it sucks. It does. It looks like it sucks. Not happy about it. I would have much rather go fishing every Sunday and start a little fucking card shop in the middle of St. Louis. But here I am now. Okay? Because I feel like we need representation for the people. And what better way to have representation for the people than put a person, just a random dude. This dude was making cheese. I was a fucking carpenter. Okay? Let's take 10. Talk about it. All these people. I got them. There's so many people out here doing what they do. Let's Kyle Kalinske, fucking the Crashing Out Boys, the fucking we got Ian Carroll, Chris Valenti, Status Quo, Midas Touch, Zachary Faust, James Lee, Jordan Hassan. We got Honest Outlaw, that motherfucker. Yeah. Peyton Vanist, young man. God bless you, right? God bless you. I just donated to, what was it, a week or two ago? What was it? Project Melting Pot, right? Man, I gave that man 5% of that. I said, take it and run, boy! Yeah! Alright. Brian Andrews, shit. So much more. So much more. So many more people did. Literally. That's why I feel like I won't have a problem picking my 15. Because once we start and everybody starts, oh, this nigga for real. You want a job? I don't know shit. I need help. I need people's help. And just how cool would it be if we just like, I don't know, made somebody like 50 Cent the director of the FBI, because that nigga did a good job. I don't know about you, but I feel like his investigating skills, primo. Not to mention, this current guy fucking sucks, right? I just feel like he'd do a lot better job. So, 50, trying to get a job, holla at me. Let's keep going. We already talked about Graham Plattner, Brashad Hosley. Also, I live in Missouri. As of November last year, Josh Hawley. You've been doing crazy shit, honestly, crazy shit. Kudos, but also, I'm sorry for blowing you up. I'm really sorry for blowing you up. I know you haven't really got back to me. I know you're probably a busy man. I've seen the shit that's going on out here. I don't blame you. Shouts out to that motherfucker. And last but not least, Sohan Mamdani! You're my inspiration, bro. When I seen you going apartment to apartment, checking tiles and shit, oh, I said, hell yeah. Let me do that with my country, bro. I'm gonna be turning rocks over. I'm gonna be going to these towns that you ain't never heard of. Because I grew up in a town of 1,400 people. Spring Green, Wisconsin. Amongst many other places. I bounced around a lot. I bounced around a lot growing up, okay? So, yeah. That's my fucking guy right there. So, just wanted to make this to let y'all know we still doing it. I'm just gonna try a different approach. I'm gonna try to get this YouTube thing figured out, but only after I get some stable income for my family. So if it feels like I dropped off the face of the earth, your boy's just probably working some bullshit ass job, okay? Yeah, that's about it. I love y'all. Take care. Be safe, both on the streets, on the internet, AI safety. You can make a difference. Okay? Stay strong, stay positive. And if you can't, remember that there is always someone there for you. Okay? We may be a secular nation, but we are severely lacking in faith. Okay? And I was one of those guys. It took me, I don't know how long it's been since I got on my knees and prayed to God. But that happened the end of last year, right? Like a young man once said, Mr. Valenti, you have to be a sort of delusional to do this kind of shit. You have to believe that there is good to a fault. Call me delusional. Call me a fucking bitch. Call me fucking crazy. Call me whatever. I don't give a fuck. But when the time comes to it, I want to see y'all. I want to see what y'all raise your fucking hands for. Dead ass. After all this is said and done, I cannot wait. Ideally, ooh, ooh, ooh. That's another time. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. Appreciate y'all, every single one of y'all doing that thing.